How do you make a Forge server with mods? Leave a like and subscribe and let's get started. So first we need to download the Forge loader. The link to this blog is in the description, and at the bottom you'll find useful links like the official Forge website. From this site, we can easily download Forge for the version we want. For me, that's going to be 1.21, 1.11. For you, it could be any other version. So I'm downloading it here by clicking installer. Don't click anything here. Wait 5 seconds until the skip button appears in the top right corner. You'll generally see ads here, so don't click on them. I click skip. Here, I'll choose to download it to the desktop so I have easy access to it. And make sure the name includes Forge, and then I download it. Now I go back to the desktop. Here's the downloaded file, and I open it by double-clicking. An installer like this opens up for us. If it didn't open, you can right-click, open with, and choose Java. If that doesn't work either, right-click, select Open With, choose another app, and here also pick Java. Then click to always open these kinds of files with Java. If none of these methods work, it probably means you don't have Java installed on your computer or it's broken. In that case, you need to check out this tutorial. It's focused on how to install Java and how to fix it if you already have it installed, but for some reason it's not working. Of course, I'll also link the blog in the description. In the video itself, I obviously show how to download Java. For servers right now, it's best to download JDK version 21. Just select the Windows version here and use this installer. JDK version 25 should be fine too. In this Java tutorial, I also show how to use the jarfix program, which is for when you have Java installed on your computer, but for some reason it doesn't work. How to use it to fix the issue with just one click. So if you can already run this file and the installer has opened for you, we'll first take care of installing Forge for your Minecraft. That's because in order to join a server with Forge, you need to have Forge installed in your own Minecraft. To make sure everything goes smoothly, I'll open the Minecraft launcher before we start. And if you haven't run the game yet on the version you want to use mods with, launch it cleanly first, without any loaders. Just run regular Minecraft at least once. The point is to create the necessary files so that Forge can install itself into them. If you've already launched that version of the game at least once before, you can skip this step. My Minecraft has started up and now I can literally just close it with the X button. And now we go back to the desktop. And only now can we move on to installing Forge on the client for the first time. We select the first option and click OK. Thanks to the fact that we launched a clean version of Minecraft at least once, we can be sure there won't be any errors, and soon we'll see a window confirming the installation was successful. We have a notification. It worked. It's all good. Now, if I open the launcher again, you'll see that down here in the bottom left corner, we have the Forge profile, which means we can launch our Minecraft with Forge. If you don't see it, you can go to Installations. New installation. Here, give it a name so you know what it is. And here, from all the versions, you can select Forge and save this profile here. So now we have it for the future. Here, we can launch the game with this profile or the one we created, and it's all good. Now let's go back to the desktop and run the installer again. This time we select the second option, which is server installation. Now we need to click the 3 dots and choose the folder where our server will appear. I select the desktop and here, right-click to create a new folder. I name it, for example, Forge server, and that's the folder we select here. Now just click OK, and the files will start appearing in the folder we just created. As you can see, we don't touch anything here until the installer finishes. As you can see, everything's being added there, so we just wait patiently. And after a moment, we actually get a message that the installation was successful. Okay, and now in this folder, we already have all the server files. Remember that the server is hosted locally on your computer. That means you need a fairly powerful computer to host this server and play with mods. If you want to make the process of setting up a server easier, you can take advantage of this channel's partner offer, which is Simple Game Hosting. They offer easy integration with mod packs and server locations to choose from all around the world. By purchasing through the link in the description, you support the channel, for which I'm very grateful, and by using the code TIPGRINDER, you get 25% off your first month. And now, let's continue. Now we can start the server using this .bat file. I double-click it and the console opens up and the server starts running. However, it won't fully start because we haven't accepted the EULA file yet. So I'm closing this console and now I'm opening the EULA file. We open it with any text editor. Now here we change false to true. This means we accept the end user license agreement. Make sure to save the file. So on your keyboard, press Ctrl S or just click the save button in the program's GUI you're using. Now I can close this file and start the server again with exactly the same file. And now the server is started. We have confirmation here, but of course there aren't any mods installed yet, so let's do that now. I'm shutting down the server with the stop command and we'll come back to it in a moment. Now let's go to the website where we want to download the mods. Today I'm going to choose CurseForge. We can filter what shows up on the list. I'll choose LoaderForge. This is very important because today we're using Forge, and I'll also pick my game version. Of course, you'll pick your own version. And one of the more popular mods we can, for example, install is the Waystones mod. I open it up, and here we go to the Files tab, and right here we look for our version. It's right here, and of course, it also needs to be LoaderForge. It's really important to pick the one that fits your setup, and I need to download this exact version. I click on the 3 dots, download file, and I also choose to install it on the desktop for easy access. I save it, and here we have a very important version. Always read the mod descriptions to check if they require any other mods to work. If you're also using CurseForge, there's a special tab for that here. It's called Relations, and here you'll find a list of additional mods you need to install, otherwise this mod won't work. Not all mods need other mods to work, but the Waystones mod does require a mod called Balm, so I'm opening that one too. Here, I go to the Files tab, and again we're looking for Forge and the version that matches our game version. It's right here, and I'm downloading this version to my desktop again. So here we have these 2 mods, and we need to put them in the mods folder on our server. So here, of course, I have the folder for the whole server open. Here's the mods folder. I go into it and simply drop these 2 mods in there. Now remember, the server has the mods, but our Minecraft needs to have them too, so we can join the server. So I select them and copy them here, and in a moment we'll put them into our Minecraft. So now let's open the Minecraft launcher. Here, we go to the Installations tab, and then for the profile we created, or the one that was created automatically, we click on the folder icon. That opens up the files for us. And here in these files, we look for the mods folder. If it's not there, all you have to do is right-click. We'll create a new folder and name it mods. Then I go into that folder, and this is exactly where I paste our copied mods. So when I go back to the desktop, on the right we have the folder for Minecraft client mods, and on the left are the mods placed in the mods folder on the server. And as we can see, it's the same thing. We need to have the mods here and here. I can go ahead and close the client mods folder on the right. We're just left with our server folder now. Let's go back to the main directory here and start the server again by clicking this .bat file. The server has started. Of course, we also need to check if there are any errors in the console. We can see some errors here, but that doesn't always mean our mod won't work. Sometimes these errors are about other things, so we still need to check it out in practice. So let's launch Minecraft. Let's select the Forge profile here and start the game. When Minecraft launches, we check here to make sure it's Forge and that it's the version we wanted. If everything matches, we move on. Now we go into multiplayer and add the server here. We'll name it whatever we want, and in the address field we enter localhost. That's because this server is being hosted right on our computer. I click OK and we can see it's pinging. We can join here. Let's check and see right away if the mod is working. From the console, we get a message that I've joined the game. Let's give ourselves operator status so we can switch to creative mode. And let's check if we have an item called Waystone, and yes, we have it right here. So the mod is working, we can place it, use it, and we're on our modded server. To make this tutorial complete, now we can share this server with our friends. That's because right now, only people on your network can join. Since this is a local server, to let others join, you need to set up port forwarding on your router or use a third-party service. One popular service for this is playit.gg. And that's exactly what we'll use today. So I'll leave the server running and go to the playit.gg website. Here, I go to the download tab, I choose my operating system, Windows for me, and now I download the recommended file. I save it to my desktop for easy access, so let's head over to the desktop. Here's the installer. I open it by double-clicking. Here I confirm that I want to run it, and we move on. Again, just click next and then install. If an administrator pop-up appears, click yes, and the program will be installed. A shortcut will be created, and now we can launch it by double-clicking. A console like this opens up, and now, while holding Control on the keyboard, I click this link and it opens in my browser. Here we need to create an account or log in. Creating an account only requires an email address and a password. I already have an account, so I'll log in. And regardless of whether you log in or just created an account, it takes you to the same place, right here. And the process looks exactly the same. We click Continue. Next, we add an agent. You can change the name here, but you don't have to. I click Next. Now we wait here. When we open this program, we can see that something is already changed here. We have a console. Now we click here to create a tunnel. We can name it however we want. We click Next. Here we select the game. Of course, for us, it's Minecraft Java. By the way, we can see other games you can use. If you're looking for a tutorial on how to create this kind of server, but for Hightail, I'll link the tutorial in the description. We click Next. We use the free network. Next, and again, click Next, and we create the tool. Now we're assigned an IP address, which we'll use in a moment to join the server. We got it. We can copy this address. And now we go into Minecraft and add a new server, making sure to enter this exact address as the server address. I click OK, and we can see it's pinging. We can even delete the localhost connection now and just use this entry, and this IP will work for our friends too. Let's join the server and check if it works. A quick note, if it's offline, it might be because you turned off your Forge server. You'll see that it won't work in that case. So in that case, just go to the server folder and run server.bat. This server needs to be running exactly the same way we started it before, so that this IP can actually lead anywhere. And as soon as it starts up, you'll see it'll show up green here again. That's exactly what happened. We've got it. So with this IP address, we can join our server, and so can our friends. But remember, this is a local server, so if you turn off your computer or the server, no one will be able to join anymore. So that's kind of a downside. Of course these modifications will work. This is still exactly our server, so everything works. If this tutorial helped you, leave a like and subscribe. That's very, very important, and I'll see you in the future. Thanks. Bye.